Ursula, do you feel you still have justice in this case, especially if, because of this abatement document, there's a chance that the conviction could be vacated? Do you still feel that you have justice in this case?
I do.
Can you talk about that a little bit more?
You could say.
Why do you feel
justice is still served, even if the conviction is gone?
You can step to me.
Thank you.
Because no matter what, the jurors found him guilty. So that in my book, he's still guilty in my book and in my family's book.
Do you worry about any legal technicalities for your family affecting the civil case?
No.
What makes this civil case so important to you and your family?
It's not about the civil case. It's about my son, Odin Lloyd. It's about families that lost their loved ones, and we need justice. Justice. There's so many families out there in the world that doesn't have the opportunity that I have right now to speak on their family's behalf because the media is not involved in their lives. There's so many unsolved murders out there that the medias are not involved in. And it's not even about Odin Lloyd. It's about the person that committed the crime for Odin Lloyd. If it wasn't for that, you guys wouldn't be here to ask me questions about Odin Lloyd. So today I'm speaking up for Odin Lloyd and for the families out there that is fighting for justice and doesn't have the voice that I can provide for them.
What would you like to say to the Patriots? Your lawyer did. What would you like to say? From your family.
She doesn't want to answer that question. Next question.
Ursula, has this week opened up old wounds for you and your family? How are you guys doing?
It has, especially when there's evidence that is showing through the media of what transpired in the courtroom that open up old wounds for me, especially as a mother. And you will never know, and you will never understand unless you're in that boat of the tremendous loss. I lost my best friend. I lost my son. I lost the love of my life. I lost a strong bone in my family that I would never ever see. Even having a child to say, "Ma, you have a grandson by me or a granddaughter." All that was wiped away from me when he was 27 years old. So with all this, I am just saying I'm sorry to all our families that has been affected by this. Not only my family, but it has other families also that is affected by this, even his family. So with that, I give them all to God and ask God to strengthen them like he has strengthened myself and my family and comfort them in every way possible. Because we are one body in Christ, no matter what we do. We all are one body in Christ.
Prosecutors won for you a criminal conviction. Your lawyers won for you a civil responsibility claim. What would a monetary award mean for you and your family?
There's no amount of money in the world can bring Odin back. None. And even if there's not a penny involved into this, it has nothing to do with my justice today for Odin Lloyd.
So why do you pursue it? I mean, there obviously must be a reason.
Because it has other families out there that can benefit from stuff. When you sweep stuff under the rug, no one is there to clean it up. And if there's a way that someone else can make a voice to let it happen, I'm going to use my voice to let it happen.
Wait. One at a time, and just please raise your hand so I can call on it. Yes.
Have you spoken to the families of Sapiro Furtado and Daniel De Abreu, and if so, what have you said to them, or if not, what would you want to say to them?
that we are one family right now. I hold their hand like they're holding mine, and I hug them like they're holding mine family. So I just want to tell them that I love them, and regardless of what we are going through right now, we have a higher judge, a judge that is going to take care of us and give us the strength that we need to move on further than this. The road is not for the swift, but who can endure it to the end. And my family is going to endure this to the end, so as the Furtado family and the Obreo family.
Well said. Well said.
You had talked about, after the conviction, you talked about forgiveness. Do you still feel forgiveness?
I do. I do. And I pray to God that his soul is at peace. I pray to God that he find comfort, and God will forgive him of whatever happened.
You were next.
Hey, Ursula, I know you've talked a lot about keeping Odin's memory alive. What are some of the things that you sort of do now to sort of make sure that happens?
We have done scholarship through the O'Brien. We raise money as a block party every year. I've gotten support from the Louis D. Brown Peace Institute, which we walk every Mother's Day. And in that walk, we are one family. So, and I am getting my strength through that company because of the sanctuary. They have a sand area with different colors that you go in and you create your own world. And after you create your own world, after I create my own world, I feel like I'm walking into the world that I created for myself. So that company is one of the best companies here in Boston, that we are not focusing on these people that are helping us to be the people we are as of today.
Yes.
You said things have been swept under the rug and there can be no justice in that case. What things are you referring to?
I'm just speaking in general. I'm not actually speaking of this particular case. I'm just saying there's so many things happen around the world that families are not getting justice because things have been hidden from families.
They don't get the media attention. I think she's trying to say they don't get the media attention that this case gets, but people lose loved ones unjustly every day, and she's here to support and to represent and have a voice for all those people. Those are our conversations.
Yes.
Mr. Sheff, do you have any concern that a vacated judgment, if it happens, would affect the ruling that you won?
No.
No, you don't think anybody can turn that back saying he's not convicted anymore, therefore you have to go through a lengthier proceeding to gain it?
No. First of all, you know, there's an old saying, timing is everything. We did the right things at the right time, and I think any well-reasoned judge is going to uphold that summary judgment motion. That's called the law of the case. That lives on. So we're not concerned.
Can you realistically expect the Patriots, with whatever controls are on them and the Players Association, to come forward with money? They'd be under legal obligations, I would assume.
I can't speak to what the Patriots will do. We issued them a friendly challenge. They are also under they're having their own arbitration proceedings I'm not privy to, so the money might come anyway. But it sure would be nice if they took us up on our invitation.
Doug, what was that amount that you requested?
Well, we heard $6 million. We heard that that's what could potentially be released by the experts in abatement. I don't.
Do you have any idea if he has anything besides that? Obviously, that's a windfall to his estate.
Well, that's right. We have not yet completed discovery. We've had to hold back on discovery with respect to assets as a result of the criminal cases. But we certainly are going to forge ahead, and there may be other assets as well. There's the house. There's the money from the Hummer. There's anything that we can discover, and anything that might come from those contractual proceedings.
Can you say exactly what the $6 million? Can you break that down into pieces?
I'm only repeating what you folks educated me about. I read $6 million, so that's what we say.
Can you explain that process a little bit more? Is that because his contract must be respected, must be fulfilled if he no longer, if abatement occurs and the conviction is vacated?
I wish I could, and I wish we had more access and were privy to more information going on in these proceedings. We've tried, but really, they don't seem to be too concerned with our rights, which I wish they would. I wish we would learn more from the folks involved in that litigation. But we don't have the documents. We don't know where they're at in those proceedings.
So at what point can you specify the damages that you are seeking?
Oh, we could specify that at any point, and we will likely do that at the damages trial. We don't have to do that, but now in Massachusetts we have a right to state a specific amount, which wasn't even so just a few years ago.
I think a lot of people wonder, but I think a lot of people wonder, does Aaron have any money left? And that you would say, what, does he?
That's a very good question, and we wonder the same thing.
Do you have an inkling, though? Do you have an inkling that he has $1 left, or that he has $10 million left, or something in between?
I can't speak to that at this time.
Can you speak to why specifically you feel the Patriots...
One at a time, please.
Can you speak specifically why you feel the Patriots have maybe an obligation or a duty to pay out this money to the families? I mean, clearly, Aaron Hernandez in this case was found responsible. Why specifically money from the New England Patriots?
Didn't say they had a duty or a responsibility. We simply made an invitation. Next.
Ursula, how does this, was Odin a provider for your family in a way? So how does this help? If you were able to get these monies, how does this help you and your family?
It will help with the scholarship. Basically, you help others.
So you would use the money towards a scholarship?
To help other people.
And does it help your family as well?
I'm not going to lie, it would, but like I said, it would more help families that is in need of scholarship for their family going forward to college.
Ursula
So you
Ward.
want to pay it forward if you were to...
Yes. Yes.
In addition, she's been working very, very hard. Odin was a supporting member of that household, and she lost that. It's twice as hard for her. She struggles to make it happen. She won't tell you that. I'll tell you that. Next. All right. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you very much.
And you have been listening into a press conference here this noon with Odin Lloyd's mother, Ursula Ward, and her attorney. I just want to bring you up to speed on this real quick. She says justice she still believes will be served even if that conviction is tossed out against Aaron Hernandez because the jurors still found him guilty. She says she still feels forgiveness for Hernandez. And her attorney says even if that conviction is tossed out, he believes that that won't impact the civil case as far as the damages that they hope to recover.